versus EG. They say the big three there, but can EG prove that there's more than just three, and we can count higher than that? EG looking like an alright team, but Cloud9, oh my goodness, I said it earlier in the day, they're looking like the strongest they've ever been, I think.
The Chiefs, I think, hit it right on the head. This is the kind of their proving ground for a lot of these teams. The goal is to make it to land. Evil Geniuses with Rob G finally did that last season. They surprised a lot and ended up in a pretty good place. They decided to bring in Chicago, and I think a lot of the reason why is these guys understand that we need someone on offense to help out. In that case, Chicago has been doing just that. He's been making these plays. He's been setting up these unique touches and allowing, for the most part, Corrupted G in his attempts to put him away. Now, if Classics in Chicago get on the same page and they start applying a ton of this pressure and it just lets Corrupted G sit back and be like, yeah, I'm going to take that one, yeah, they're going to look dangerous. Well, they want to stop G2 from being in that top three. That's the question that we're like, oh, consistency, this and that. Imagine if we finally start to see EG as one of the big.
You're right. I mean, Classics is a cannonball. Like, he will just throw himself at the ball on offense, throw himself at you on offense, and he loves demoing. And if he can eliminate any defense, what's stopping Chicago from getting a goal?
If you think about it in a very simplistic way, Chicago is your squishy in the mechanical ability to set up. Classics is your gimmick, which is either going to be there to lead the charge, ball chase, and apply aggression. And then Corrupted G is your torment. Now, take the last guy back, clean it up.
The question is, can they Cloud9 as good as Cloud9 can Cloud9?
I'm going to assume no, but I'm down for surprises. Let's see what happens.
Well, we're going to find out as we drop down into game number 1, EG versus Cloud9. Cloud9 was looking very scary earlier today, and I don't think it's going to stop now, but EG has some tricks up their sleeves. Again, if you stop Cloud9 from being able to touch the ball by eliminating them off the field, as Classics does.
I mean, that's a great way to do it. As soon as that pass comes across field, Chicago just, no hesitation, flies across and cuts it off. Great start there. So many touches.
And Classic's going to try to clean up this. That's going to be a chance. So Gimmick, can he get to it in time? He can. He just throws that one in last second there as they fight for front flips. I think out of boost Gimmick was.
Yeah, you saw Gimmick get that initial contest, which stopped that clear from Classics, and it just falls right down. These teammates, even though they're technically a little bit out of position, they're shadowing so close to each other that they're just able to get past that last defender, and that's just a race to the finish. Pretty easy stuff. Unfortunately, a good start from EG, stopped out already by Cloud9. Luckily for them, 4 minutes left on the clock. Good try. One here is just making sure that Cloud9 doesn't get any momentum going, because we saw what happened when that happens.
Well, we saw a good try from Chicago there trying to set up plays. They're already looking for the crosses in front of the net. So I like to see the composure already from EG. Look at the spread out too. These guys are trusting each other and just looking for those passes, and that's a great start against a team like Cloud9. Against a team like anybody, really. Good control from Gimmick, but he's solo. He's got Squishy a little bit behind. Squishy waiting for that clear from Chicago. Gabe was trying to get a demo there, but it wasn't going to be enough. Torment's going to move in. Finish that goal. Up 2 goals now, Cloud9 on EG.
Yeah, good flick past one, but unfortunately for that defender, he has to play that across all the way in front of his net and doesn't clear it downfield, allows the player who's sitting back waiting for his opportunity to just sweep in and put it away. Something Cloud9 does so well as a fake kickoff, not sure if intentional or not. May lead to a double touch from Chicago. Way to bring it back within one.
That's your boy right there, Chicago, the double T after a misplay from Cloud9. They give this chance to Chicago. He's going to take it.
Just pretty.
Now, 1 goal answered from the 2 that Cloud9 have secured in the first minute and a half of gameplay. EG looking pretty solid still. See if they can stop Gimmick there. Try to go for the demo. Corrupted can't get it past Torment. Squishy's going to move in to keep the play going. Solo play gets stopped out by Classics. All 3 Cloud9 moving up past that midfield mark. Thankfully for them, EG couldn't get a hard shot there, but there's going to be one from Classics. What a save from Squishy. Chicago trying to follow that one up. The pressure's still on though. Corrupted sends that one up. Chicago couldn't get the one on target. Classics there to keep the pressure. EG just keeping so much pressure on Cloud9 right now. Breakout chance for Squishy. When he comes off the wall, that's a very intimidating spot for him to be. Corrupted plays that one slow, knowing Squishy can do anything from that position.
Fortunate for Torment, though, they had the ability to keep it involved. His pop ended up going backwards. Allows them to clear it out, but knowing Cloud9, and you see it already, immediately back on offense in a pinch. Is that actually going to go in? Squishy being rewarded.
Corrupted expecting maybe that pinch to go in their favor a bit more, as Classics did have dominance, but Gimmick got in there with his. And Corrupted pushes up just too much. That will squeeze by.
Just bullying him. Tilly on the side, as one might say, Leaf.
Just a little rustle tussle, a kerfuffle in the corner.
Scuffle, kerfuffle. No, I don't know anything else after that. I don't know how else you rhyme that word. Either way, that guy just getting suffocated by 2 players.
Now 2 goals up, Cloud9 regains that 2-goal advantage over EG. We'll see if they can get the ball back into their hands. Chicago playing patiently. Gimmick knows that Chicago's not going to get any boost. Plays it around him. A 50-50 in the favor of Gimmick. He's doing such a good job of those in this series so far. Corrupted waiting for a play to generate here. Classics going for those demos we talked about, but the ball's in the other end. He's going to need to move back.
Well, part of the reason why they're able to make that clear, Classics was actually the one in midfield. Recognizes Chicago rotating back, so he ends up going further back to get the far boost, which allows Chicago then get that midfield boost. They turn it around and then get a clear for it to maintain some of that pressure. But with only 1:15 left on the clock and a bump can cost, need to score here relatively soon, especially with how fast Cloud9's trying to keep this.
Well, Squishy trying to do those things in the air that he usually can, and gets a bump there. He couldn't really generate anything for his teammates, though. And they'll have to try again. 1 minute remaining now, up by 2 goals, Cloud9 in game number 1. Looking to keep EG at bay, but there's Chicago finding the only place he probably could have put that.
Let's talk about this pass from Corrupted G. Cuts that rotation and plays it straight off the ceiling. Rather than playing it towards the net, it bounces to his teammate, shadowing in the wing, and then allows a shot far post. Beautiful placement, good decision-making. Evil Genius is back within 1. We talked about how this was going to be the test for this team, and man, are they stepping up.
Absolutely great play for EG, and now they have a bit more time in their hands. They don't have to rush too much. 44 seconds, yes, but they're only down by 1 goal. And keeping it 3-2, even if they lose this one to Cloud9, is a great start in the series, especially seeing how Cloud9 has been playing today, but the season overall. Nice hard clear there from Torment. Classic's going to send it right back. There's Squishy to meet Corrupted G right at the midfield. Sharking coming out from Torment and Gimmick as they wait for Chicago to make some moves. He's got a teammate. There it is. A shot, and Squishy couldn't get there in time, and there's the tying goal.
Chicago is nuts. Watch this. Beautiful pass. Peels off, goes for a bump.
He got the bump, and he stopped Squishy from getting the save.
What a play. Gibbs, top 5 moment. Put it in the list.
He's already probably on it. 15 seconds left now, and EG ties it up. Off the kickoff, a chance here for Cloud9 to even it up. We know how they can get these very clutch goals right when it comes down to the wire. We'll see if they can do it. Off the backboard, Torment probably going to try to kill it. He does, into the corner. And now we have overtime in game number 1, Cloud9 versus EG. EG looking pretty good right now.
Pretty good. Please never do that again. And I also apologize for doing it after.
You are a part of the problem.
And I blame you. So it's a team effort here.
We're a team. 16 seconds into overtime. Classics has to do something now, or Torment's going to be able to get that. He'll back off and allow Torment to get the shot. He'll be able to clear that one to the side. Good spread out right now from EG. We'll see if they can get their cars a touch on the ball here. Otherwise, it's going to be just an onslaught from Cloud9 as they're boosted up and ready to attack. Corrupted moving into the place of Classics. A second touch, but he won't get a third. Will he? He does. A wall just created by C9 there. That ball wasn't going towards the net. Gimmick moving back down to the ground, trying to get some sort of play started, but doesn't get a bump or a touch on the ball, and he'll have to leave the play. Squishy fills his shoes. And with boost, Corrupted's probably going to send it right to him. There it is. Chicago, the last man, gets a touch. Classics waiting for some sort of miracle play from Chicago. There's the pass out of Classics' hands. Corrupted moves in. Gimmick and Torment ready for an attack. They move out. Squishy the third. We'll see if he can get control over Classics. Classics trying to go for the air demo. Great composure from EG right now.
Surprisingly enough, too, they need to maintain offense for a little bit. They are so low on boost.
Classics doing a solid job on defense, though. I think Squishy maybe... I saw him, but there it is. Torment gonna finish up that mistake on defense. EG couldn't get that one cleared out. And eventually that pressure breaks. A minute 48 in, and game number 1 goes to Cloud9.
Wonder when it was going to pay off. You saw Squishy coming in with another air dribble, just forcing someone to expend boost on defense when they're already low, and it pinches in his favor. Easy cleanup.
I saw Squishy there. I think he got a flip reset off of Classics' car. And you saw the turn where he hesitated. Should I try this? But the ball was a little bit too out of reach.
It was out of his reach, and he's like, all right, I got a 2-minute back.
I guarantee you.
We rotate. Oh, this sucks.
Fantastic, but great play. Let's talk about EG for a second. I mean, we know Cloud9's amazing. So let's talk about how great EG is looking right now, too. Fantastic. Sometimes we see Classic just going a little bit too ham on offense, but he's been so patient, waiting for plays from his teammates, allowing Chicago to generate a lot of that offense.
I mean, it was such a clutch play as well to play that pass off, and the trust that you have to have when there's players on defense kind of already sitting in a position to make that challenge.
Yeah.
So to have that heads up and be like, all right, we've got about 15-ish seconds to make this play happen, and he passes off to his teammate, gets a bump and all that kind of stuff. That's what you want out of your leading lady in this play. Chicago, we know you're a guy. I'm not buying you dinner like Gibbs had to do for Farah.
We're going to have a whole Farah situation all over here again. Chat's like,
but,
what?
I mean, to make that kind of play and to set up your teammates like that, and then that allows Classics free roam, which is scary. He doesn't have to sit back in this hesitation on defense like he did on Ghost. The ability to make plays, get up involved, and go for demos or deny boost. Just having him as a roamer, kind of like a lot did last season, before he kind of really moved in that rotation, just allows so many more options for EG. It's been a treat to watch. It's been really exciting so far.
Lets him hit his full potential. The question is, can they keep it up? And we had a 2-minute overtime against Cloud9 from EG. We'll see if they can do it again. I mean, that's a great start. Game number 2, Cloud9 did take it, but I will reiterate, in 2 minutes overtime against EG. And Cloud9 was still looking pretty good. Chicago off the backboard, no second touch. He's going to be able to play for a while here, actually. So Cloud9 gets the move up, take their opportunity. That's going to be a banger of a shot right there. Classics can't stop it in time. It had so much power, it knocked Classics out of the way.
So I'm watching Classics on this one, and that shot comes flying across. And his flip ends up clipping it a little bit.
He got a piece of it.
Unfortunate, just not ready, even with Chicago right in front of it too. Squishy just immediately puts a shot on target with pace. Aggressive play already here for Cloud9. That's what you were asking. Game 1 was pretty solid, but can they maintain that for the entire series? This Cloud9 team, 14 shots or 13 shots, something like that last game. That wears down on you.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing too, is you're playing against a team that is making you fight for it. As I said, Cloud9 wasn't looking like they were playing good. Like, they were playing good, and EG kept up. That's going to bounce right out. Squishy knew. But, of course, Classics was already on the backboard. Gimmick a drop down. Torment up a little bit too late, and that will be cleared back.
A little bit too late, but pushed up a little bit too far as well.
Yeah.
Even with that contest, it's going to play actually back out.
Look at the respect there from the EG players when Squishy's coming off the wall with that ball. Just, we know you have full control right now. They just wait. Waiting works though, as they were able to stop any kind of attack from Cloud9. See if they can get possession here. Corrupted trying to move that down. He gets past one. Not past Torment though. The brick wall at midfield.
Even on defense, pay attention to Classics in the way that he goes for challenges. His 50-50s, when he's low on boost, he's not afraid to slow it down and then just force it. That a little bit extra couple seconds to get boost, allow positioning to be a little bit better, as well as pretty much win the 50-50 as well. Pay attention to it. He's been doing a great job on defense, allowing him to keep it together. Probably should stay on defense after that attempt, too.
Oh, on the goal line here. There's going to be no one to finish that one off, but very close. We've seen a lot of crossbars just in all the games today. Now we approach that 2.5-minute mark. Cloud9 up by 1 goal. They saw themselves up by a 2-goal lead about this point in game 1. EG holding on pretty good here. Good flick out there, and Classics is able to get a touch on that. That Dominus nose, so powerful. Can send that one to the corner. I might drop down in front of the net. Chicago. A little bit of a spin. Gets beaten out though by the defender there. That's a hard clear. Classics. Up to Chicago, off the backboard. Doesn't have enough boost to get in front of it, nor the momentum, and his teammates will have to back off. That'll give a chance for Cloud9 maybe to reposition on defense and try to get possession who moves out, but they don't. Classics just a nuisance there, keeping the pressure on.
And even though Cloud9 got the first goal, EG is really controlling the pace.
Absolutely. Good 50 there from Chicago. Wasn't enough though. There was a third defender there in Cloud9. Good pass there to Squishy. He's on the ground. This is not good for the defenders, but he couldn't get control, nor did he have a teammate there. 2 defenders. Can Squishy get it past them all? There's 1. Not 2. Weak shot from Torment. Final minute approaching, and there's a shot somehow making its way and just bouncing in now. Cloud9 has their 2-goal lead.
Just really clean rotations. Squishy already up on the wall, pushes it right back in. Player who's back follows it up. If he doesn't get it, Torment's already back in midfield with full boost. Just non-stop, relentless pressure coming from Cloud9. Puts him up by 2 with 1:15 left.
Kickoff chance here for EG. We'll see if they can answer at least one of them. If they can get it in the next 15 seconds, they'll find themselves almost exactly where they did in game number 1. And obviously you want to avoid going to these long overtime games, but it's better than losing, I guess, in regulation. 50 seconds left. There's one, a long shot coming up from Classics. You don't see those too often. Right off his own corner. What a shot. No one expects that.
Opposite corner from the one from JNAB's had in Ely, where he just slammed it downfield. Very similar situation. Just showing that if you time it just right, catch even some of the better players off guard.
But you don't expect that.
Oh, crucial play though from EG to put it back within 1 with 45 seconds left.
And that's actually exactly, I think, where they got themselves to a 1-goal difference. In the last one, Squishy trying his darndest to get a shot there. Turnaround, counterattack opportunity. Classics was met by Gimmick on defense. Torment hard clear. Gimmick and Torment working together here. Corrupted, the only defender. He clears it hard. Classics upfield. That's going to sit down. It should be Chicago maybe waiting in net. Corrupted will move in front of him. 50-50 that in favor. Can he get it? Classics needs to set up a play here. Can they get this off the backboard? Squishy flipping in net. Corrupted might have a chance, and that's going to touch the ground or almost roll up the wall, but it wasn't quite in time. And Cloud9 barely scraping away with a win on that one.
Yeah, just difficult for Classics there. I like the attempt to play it solo. Pops it up to himself. It allows the other teammates to kind of get in a position to make a play, but still gets shut down by Cloud9. Man, a battle back and forth. The shots in favor of EG, but all Cloud9 needs is 2 and 100% shooting accuracy for them. Unbelievable play so far.
Oh no, this
great match.
This is fantastic. A great way to end the day off. Now I'm sure though EG is going to not want to end. Yeah, they're not going to want this end this off with a 3-0 sweep, and I'm for sure know that they want to. They're just in reach. Like they're so close to nabbing this win from Cloud9, and it's like, what do you have to do that extra step to grab it? 1 goal behind every game so far.
I mean, a lot of it showed up. If they can somehow, and this is obviously an uphill battle, can they somehow maintain that defense to hold them out and get back downfield? They then have to create some crazy opportunity to draw somebody out on defense, and then have someone also still there ready to follow up. And most of the times that still gets saved, and they've got to find a way to keep maintaining that.
So the question is, Mr. Snack, can they do it?
Demos, yes.
Demos.
Classics,
well, we know Classics
was able to put all those. Obviously, we saw 3 goals from EG in the first game. It slowed down a little bit, obviously, in game number 2. But for them in here in game number 3, they need to find a way to get those demos back into play. It's the only way I think you can really throw a kink into the defense here for Cloud9. Yeah, very difficult otherwise. You have to find a way to get them off or catch them off guard, because when they are able to just freely move and rotate, deny boost, whatever it is, it's too much.
Yeah, hey, maybe this extra time might be just what they need to figure that out. I mean, like, sometimes it's good to just take a breather, say, okay, we got to do something here. Let's take a second, talk to each other. Communication is so important to figure out what is. And yeah, honestly, I think you're right. It's not anything more complicated besides just blow people up, right? Like, just get in there, get in their face, and take them out of the play.
Playing FPS, how do you win? Click heads.
Yeah. As simple as that, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the same thing for here. How do you win? You score more goals than the other team. Who would have guessed, right? Like,
yeah.
But it's not easy on how they're playing. I think a lot of it just, they're taking it to that next step. So a lot of it is they are maintaining a lot of the possession. I think EG is doing a phenomenal job of playing midfield, moving it down and then applying that pressure. But they're having a difficulty of getting past that defense. And the pass plays themselves aren't creative enough. Like, it's not a pass on the midfield and then a shot top left or anything like that. And if they can't pull that together, go for a demo, set something up.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we saw Cloud9 play earlier, and they've been playing phenomenal. So I just want to take a back look while we wait for one of these players to get things sorted out here. Cloud9 earlier today were playing good. We saw them play against Ghost, and Ghost was looking pretty good too, but at the end of it, things changed. Things changed for Cloud9, and I think we saw a 5-1 in that final game against Ghost.
Well, it's pretty common in most circumstances in the best of 5. Game 3 is when you really start to see the changes from the other teams. They've kind of got a grasp of, okay, this is how these guys are playing, this is how we change and mix it up. And for the other team, for Cloud9 in this scenario, Ghost's defense was just frustratingly annoying, and they just brought overwhelming presence with it. They put so many shots on target, and that was kind of the issue. Squishy's accuracy was kind of lacking. He's changed that in this series. He's not even going for shots for the most part. He's just setting them up. They're going back to the tried and true. Squishy's going to do something stupid. It's going to bounce out somewhere, and Gimmick or Torment will clean it up. And it works out great every time. Now,
I got to know, because the same situation as before. We have a player now with an internet connection issue. So it's going to buy some time now for EG to think. We saw Lethemir say that, you know, sometimes it feels like being iced, but it still worked out for them. Are we going to see a rogue Ghost situation too here with EG, though, on a reverse sweep? Because that is hard to do. And do you think that momentum is going to be killed from Cloud9 now?
I mean, you have to look at it both ways, right? Like, both teams are going through pros and cons. Right now, Cloud9 had a ton of momentum. Now they got to take a little bit of break. That also allows them to continue to talk about, like, okay, we've been playing this way over and over again. What kind of things do we need to do to change it up? And if that's infield pass plays or something, that's something that they're now capable of being able to talk about.
Yeah.
Same thing applies to EG. Okay, we've been losing, but not by much. What little bit extra do we need to do to bring it over the edge? So I don't think the icing really hinders anybody as much as we think it does.
Yeah.
But it definitely is not in favor of the team that's currently going forward with the momentum. In that case, that's Cloud9.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk about Chicago on the other side of the field right now. Chicago has been amazing. I think more so than I think. Like, obviously he's getting praise, but I feel like it's still not even enough right now.
It's been good.
Even he's been taking on 2 players at a time from Cloud9, 50-50 in them, just absolutely amazingly, with 0 boost even at times, and being able to set up and generate plays. We saw a great double tap from him before. We're seeing passing plays, and of course classics. We want him to get into the demos and that. What do we want to see from Corrupted G on the team?
To be honest,
or is he fine right now?
He just needs to enable his teammates to make the right decisions.
Yeah.
So if it means buying a little bit extra time or making sure that he's not afraid to come in and apply that pressure. I think his teammates have shown you can move up. You can trust us to rotate back. You can tell us we're going to make these plays. So for him, if he wants to play a little bit more aggressive to just make sure that little bit extra pressure comes in, they just need to make sure that when they do that, on the back end, someone's going to be there to cover him. So maybe that's it. Maybe if Corrupted G plays a little bit more aggressive because his teammates have been playing fantastic.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I honestly, like, it's hard to even try to tell them to, like, change anything because it's been so close. Maybe it's going to work this time. But it's also the risk factor of just doing everything exactly the same.
You play a little bit more aggressive and you make any mistake, Cloud9 will be down on the other side of the field getting ready to put a shot on target.
So that's what I'm saying. Is like, do you make any changes and just hope it works out this time?
I mean, you have to, right? Like, if what you've been doing hasn't been enough, and yes, it's only a 1-goal difference, like in their closest set, stuff like this happens if you give Cloud9 space.
Gimmick starting her off good, though, for Cloud9. 22 seconds in, and a good pass from Torment.
Yeah, Chicago sent that one into the corner pretty quick, and unfortunately he's got teammates rotating back to net. Not an easy save. Nobody on the backboard either. Doesn't matter. Gimmick just puts a beautiful shot top right.
Ooh. See now if EG can turn around. That's been the bane of the series for EG, is being that 1 goal behind. the whole time, knowing that you're trailing and having to make the moves, right? Cloud9 just has to say, we just don't want you to score.
Well, they did a fantastic job of that last game, for the most part, until Classics did stuff. Not the most conventional to expect, but hey man, a goal's a goal. I'll take what I can get.
Classics play style is always been so weird to me. Like, it looks like he's playing a couple seasons meta ago, but it works, right?
It's kind of true. I mean, if you want to explain what you mean by that, but it's kind of true. Just that very direct bump demo-y approach.
And it's just the way he hits the ball and everything. But it works, so I can't say anything. We all need to revert. He's doing something right.
No, I liked Season 5 Grand Finals. It was clean play, and I liked it. We don't need to revert, please.
Now just over a minute in, and EG has yet to answer.
Starting to see Chicago working those demos and bombs, too.
Yeah, well, it's, it's someone we'd expect to do that more would be the Classics. But I wouldn't mind if two of them are on offense causing trouble, because that's even more you have to watch out as Cloud9.
Well, I mean, Cloud9 had probably the strongest offseason, but before that, they had that big slump in Season 5. Can he do it?
Oh, there it is! And we saw it. That's exactly it. Chicago on offense, and there's Classics going for the demo.
Yeah, you see Classics just leading the charge, trying to box out Squishy here. He doesn't get the demo, but it's enough to force him out of the way, so that 50-50 goes in. Good response here from Evil Geniuses, bringing it tied up. But a whole lot of time still left to play here.
And there's nothing you can do as Gimmick there. He made the right decision to try to get behind it, but you think that's probably already in. Nothing you can do.
Numbers game from Evil Geniuses. They played it really well.
Now we're all tied up with lots of time left for EG to try to bring back this one. We've seen a reverse sweep today. Wonderful to see another one. Cloud9 is at match point right now. One goal away from taking it 3-0. There's that 2.5-minute mark approaching. Gimmick couldn't set it up, but a shot there. Two defenders just a little bit hesitant on what to do, and Squishy is going to find a goal.
Yeah, just a little bit unfortunate. Classics gets caught off. He goes for the boost instead of the ball because he's fighting Gimmick in the corner for some reason. He needs to keep his eye on the prize, not the big glowy one. The one he needs to send downfield. Because of that, it leaves an opportunity. That little bit extra seconds, I talk about it. Cloud9, you give them space, they will punish you.
Smart play. A lot of people want to go for the ball there and get that 50-50, but Chicago goes for the bump instead and gives Classics the opportunity. You got to know this communication is on point. Either that, or they've been practicing that, which is also great to see. With 2 minutes left, there's a shot. Corrupted's up, playing that defense. I think Corrupted's just happy right now, letting Chicago and Classics run house on offense. But they are down a goal, and they're going to have to do something. Cross from Corrupted to Classics. Good intercept from Torment. Gimmick, sorry, did get to it in time. And sends that one towards the net, and Torment upfield is going to be able to finish it. No one from EG home, and 2 goals in the lead is Cloud9.
Want to talk about it possibly being a mistake from Corrupted G, but it's actually the extra effort from Gimmick. He just puts his nose in there, and it pinches backwards instead. They get a little bit lucky on the way that it pinches, but still, that extra effort from Gimmick on defense puts him up by 2.
EG losing possession off kickoff. Will have to start back from their own end. Classics up the wall. Enough boost to do a little bit of speed on that ball, but Squishy just waits patiently for the possession to be given to him. Classics in front of the net. Corrupted tries to get a 50 in his favor. EG on the attack. Corrupted losing that 50. Torment leaves that one for Squishy, who has boost. Torment out trying to get boost. It'll just be Gimmick and Squishy on offense. Chicago expecting a second touch from Gimmick. Goes up. Classics clears that one. Corrupted G sends it back down deep into the blue end. Chicago gets a touch before getting bumped out of the way. Squishy with a chance out front. Gimmick to set that one down off the crossbar, and Torment's going to opt to play that back to midfield. They don't have to push anything.
Yeah, you're telling EG can feel the pressure, though, and that's what makes Cloud9 so scary. Despite being up by 2, 2 players in the air send in the house because that confidence is there. They know they can give up in a mistake. Just applies even more pressure, makes it even more dangerous.
These intercepts right now from the C9 players just turning so hard at midfield. The second you give them any bit of breathing room on that ball, and they know they can take it, they take it. 30 seconds left now for EG. to grab 2 goals. That is a hard task for sure, but they might be able to do it. That pass needed to be a bit closer there in front of the net. Squish is going to take advantage of a mistake, I think. Maybe at the midfield, Corrupted wanted to get a touch out to Classics. Classics had to go for it. It's do or die at this point.
Down by 2 with that much time left. You can tell they're pushing upfield a little bit more, trying to apply a bit more pressure.
Yeah.
And because of that, they're also expending a ton of boost, so these guys all having to rotate back at the same time. Corrupted G just can't get the right touch on it as he's rotating back. Cloud9 leaves an open net with only 10 seconds left. Cloud9 had a full 5-game series against Ghost. And as much as I want to say it's not over, 8 seconds, 2 goals. I don't know, man.
I mean, you can say it, but I'm going to tell you you're probably wrong.
You're not even confident that I'm wrong? I'm probably wrong. So
Well,
you still believe a little?
Never speak in absolutes.
I'm absolutely sure that the game is not over yet, but is pretty much over. Like that?
Fair. I'll say, yeah, fair. That's great. And there it is. With 0 seconds left, Cloud9 is going to take what Squishy loves, the 3-0.
Yeah, clean sweep, obviously, from Cloud9.